Isn't it interesting how some weeks feel like a famine? Perhaps it was my state of mind last week, you know, anticipating 3 weeks ahead without my my main lady to guide me through. But this week, certainly the produce, there's an abundance of wonderful, wonderful things. I guess the cooler weather sets in and the winter crops start to come to some fruition. It's starting to show. There's really lots of beautiful, beautiful greens and lots of them local as well. So let's have a look. Now from the mountain, we've got lots of beautiful things. We've got dill and coriander. We've got 2 types of lettuce mix. We've got a mild lettuce mix. This one here, you can see a nice mix of beetroot leaves and various lettuce, some tatsoi and the like, really, really nice. And then we've got a spicy lettuce mix, which has got things in it like a little bit of mustard leaf and the like. So whilst it is a little bit cooler and perhaps salads aren't necessarily to go all the time, mind you, yesterday salad would have been good. A warm salad, warming salad could be very nice. Now also fresh from the mountain is a nice range of lettuce. These will just be on the website as fancy lettuce. They're all mixed, so there's a variety of styles there. Now whilst not from the mountain but nice and fresh, great cos lettuce and really nice sized iceberg lettuce. You can see they're nice and big, got nice firm hearts. Something we haven't had for a little while is bunches of English spinach, certainly not of this quality anyway. They're nice young bunches, but nice sized. The price is up a little bit, but the quality is first rate. Beans! Round beans, they've been an absolute treat. Very, very good. Now, at Kiko, we don't just get these for you, though mostly. Hello, by the way. Daikon with nice fresh tops, as requested. Now, I haven't done all my research on this, but this week, again, look how nice and fresh they are. Kohlrabi, or Sputnik as I like to call it. It's a relative of the cabbage family. You use it in a similar kind of way. Just chop into stir fries. But you can boil it like potato and the like as well. Very versatile and certainly something a little bit exotic. Now this week's special, carrots. $3.75 a kilo. They smell so sweet. They're coming from, well, we discovered them last year. We think they're one of the best growers in the country. We thought we'd celebrate their arrival by putting them on special. Of course, it wouldn't be this time of year without root vegetables. Swedes, turnips. They're the round ones. They're the round ones. Parsnips, beautifully matched with nice big leeks. Nice ripe pumpkin, your grey pumpkin, and then beautiful, look at the colour, the jack. Corn cobs are a nice size. They're a little bit dearer than last week, but that's reflected in the size of the pieces. Eggplant, now these are, have got some markings on them, but they're nice and firm, a good size as well. Bok choy, again from the mountain. Now while we're sort of talking greens and things like that, I always mention it, but kale, we've got some really, really good kale coming from Pinehaven. Chris is picking that this evening, and some rhubarb this evening, and some radish this evening, fresh out of the ground. Once again, the cauliflower, biodynamic and from our preferred grower. Tomatoes, quality's been a bit variable. They do soften up really quite quickly. The button squash are brilliant, zucchini are brilliant. Oh, look at that. Does it look alright? No? The kids aren't a fan. Here we go. Do you want to have a little taste? Oh, look at your faces. Maybe what about Mum? Do you think Mum will try it?
How do I eat it?
Just, you know, with your mouth.
Just bite it. Absolutely beautiful.
Do you want to try some of Mum's?
That's lovely. Yeah,
have a little taste.
It
sort of looks like fish, but it's not.
Looks like fish. You tell Katie when you get home, make custard apple.
Does that taste alright? Wow. Well, that was a little bit of an effort, but we got there. Heidi. Heidi's found a new fruit that she likes, so that's good. What's your name?
Millie.
Millie. Millie's going to try it one day when she decides it's the right time, I'm sure. We got an email from Cynthia this week just asking about brown rice and its availability. And as you probably know, you've noticed, there's a major rice shortage. I think they got something like 2, 3, 4, 5% of the expected crop due to the drought. You know, such a water intensive crop. And also last week, one of our good customers that comes in here, Jack, hello Jack, Jackie, sent some photos of some sushi rolls that she made, but instead of using rice as the core sort of filler in her rolls, she used quinoa. Now it's spelled Q-U-I-N-O-A. And so, as you can see from the photos, they look like quite a treat. And then after Cynthia's little email regarding the availability of rice, I thought we'd talk about quinoa. I guess it's an ancient grain. This dates back to Inca times. It used to be referred to as Inca gold, the mother grain. It's kind of a grain. It's actually related to Swiss chard. So it's not really technically a grain, but that's certainly the way that you use it. You can boil it up as you would rice. It's 5 or 10 minutes cooking process. I mainly just use it in soups. Throw it in soups like with pearl barley, that kind of thing, or a soup mix. Or you can use it in sushi rolls like Jackie. Now quinoa is one of the most nutritious things you will find. It has more protein than meat. It has all 9 essential amino acids. So it's a complete protein, which makes it quite rare in the vegetable world. That's the girl who did the sushi rolls, Jackie. But she doesn't want to be on camera. Now this is an example of the dish that's on offer down at the Cornerstone Whole Food Cafe at the other end of this building. This is quinoa tabbouleh. So just as an example of one of the things that you can do with this really nice grains. Navel oranges, a little bit smaller this week. We have lemons of various sizes. Ruby red grapefruit, nice and sweet. Yellow grapefruit, nice and sweet. The mandarins coming from Mount Gayndah in Queensland. You can see they're quite a reasonable size. They're eating very, very nicely. Still on the expensive side, but a lovely snack. The grapes really still are outstanding. I don't know how much longer they'll be around for. Avocados, Ferte, lovely and creamy. And we've got pears. Pack 'em. Bosque, sensation. They're an absolute work of art, look at them. And Williams, which are on the riper side and slightly smaller, but lovely sweet. And then Nashi pear. After all that bit on custard apples, we've only got a few. You know, those kids, they wanted their mum to buy one after trying it. Little Millie tried them off camera. But there's only a few to sell, really. Pineapples, 2 sizes, small and large. Now we've got lovely persimmons, quince, carambolas, tamarillos from Corrie Farm, small size. A small amount of beautiful green papaya available. Then the last few things to talk about really are the apples, pink ladies. They did sell very well last week. Selling very well again today. The basket's empty. You can't go wrong. Pink ladies, galas, grannies, golden delicious, Johnnies, Fuji's. So I think that's it. As I'm sure you'll agree, lovely range of things this week. And I would like to say, Johnson family, Charlestown, you know who you are. I'm pleased that you find it informative and entertaining. I'm not sure whether you're laughing with me or at me, but it doesn't matter. And also to Will and Sonia, thank you very much for my coffee last week. It was very nice of you. Have a lovely week. See you next week. Bye. We have a little treat Wednesday afternoon starting this week. We've got Emily the Fairy. She's having at OrganicFeast and Cornerstone Cafe children's afternoon tea party, 3:15 for an hour of fun face painting. You may have seen her work at lots of the different fairs around Newcastle. In particular, she's at the farmers market most Sundays. Her work is outstanding. Kids get a healthy snack. Fun activities, there's stories and surprises. It's $15. You can come in here, you can have coffee yourself, you can do your shopping, leave your child with Emily and she'll look after them, which will be lots of fun.